We are here with Hannah Day, who's a second-year student at Holland College, just about to graduate. Thanks for meeting with us, Hannah.
No problem.
We're really excited to have you here. So really, we want to talk to you today about how you got into the early childhood field and what your plans are once you graduate.
All right.
So if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself to start, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm Hannah Day. I'm a 20-year-old originally from the island, and I stayed on the island.
Nice.
And I'm a middle child of two brothers.
Nice. Okay. What brought you into the early childhood sector?
Well, being the daughter of an early childhood educator, I was able to see all of the passion and dedication that goes towards working with children, and also just how fun it is to see how the children's minds work.
I love that. We hear it so much that children of early childhood educators end up going into this field because they see how much work and passion it really is.
Yeah.
So I love hearing that you came from that. So obviously you had some support probably from family to go into the early childhood field.
Right.
Yeah.
So as a child, I always knew that I wanted to work with children.
Oh, I love that.
And so growing up, it was just kind of figuring out how I wanted to work with them.
Okay, cool.
And my mom and my grandparents kind of helped me find that path.
That's lovely. I love whenever a parent and families really support someone in their passion field.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Very supportive.
Nice. So reaching the end of your time at Holland College, we'd love to talk to you a bit about it.
Yeah.
Kind of learn about the course through you. How did you feel you were supported in Holland College?
I think just, especially with the instructors, they were extremely supportive and they were always open for us to be able to talk to them.
Nice.
And if we had any questions, any concerns, we were always just able to speak to them, and they would de-escalate anything that we were thinking. And the classmates as well, they were extremely supportive. If we were unsure about something, we were all going through the same thing anyway. So in one way or another, it was extremely nice to have that support.
That is so great to hear. I also did the early childhood program at Holland College 13 years ago, and we had the same experience. By second year, we became a real family together and supported each other through the program. Do you find like you really grew a bond with your classmates? And
Definitely.
Yeah.
So actually, whenever I was in my first year, it was one of the first few days, and the second years for that year came into our classroom to introduce themselves, and they told us that we wouldn't understand it then, but as we go through the program, we do become a big family because we spend so much time together, and we were all just kind of like unsure about it. But once we did get to the second year, we went into the first year classroom whenever we started our second year program, and we told them the exact same thing, how we finally understood how we do become a really big family, and we all just support one another.
I love that. Sharing the wisdom from one year to the next is so nice, and showing that support. Because really on PEI, we're such a small community of early childhood educators, and you build that in your second year at Holland College, and it just continues because you'll each go to your own kind of place, and hopefully some of you stay in the sector. And it'll be really cool to see how you can support each other between centers, which will be really fun. So speaking of that, do you have plans to stay in the sector once you graduate in June?
I do, and I had already accepted a position.
Oh, that's so exciting. A full-time educator?
Full-time educator.
Nice.
And it was actually one of the centers that I worked at over the summer between my two programs.
Oh, so you're already familiar with the center,
Yes.
familiar with the programming.
Yeah, all the children.
That's wonderful. So through your education at Holland College, do you feel prepared with your level 3 certification once you finish? Do you feel prepared to become a full-time educator in that center?
I feel really confident in what I learned throughout the program to go into the field, especially with seeing the different children through my 3 practicums and the different developments, how they learn, how they grow, just all about the children.
I love that. That is so wonderful. And talking about children growing and that kind of thing, did you find first year different than second year at Holland College? How would you compare the years?
Well, I would say the first year was a lot about learning about the child and about how they can be so different and similar as well in different ways, and about the development of how they grow and how they learn. And then second year was a lot about how we can provide the materials and the experiences into helping them learn in their own way. So we really learned how to become detectives and how to see the interests in the child, even if they aren't telling us directly. So we have to really use our observation skills to see what they're trying to tell us without actually telling us.
I love that. I've heard that before, kind of like the I wonder statements. So talking to children and saying like, I wonder why that rock breaks whenever you hit it with a hammer, and those kind of questions, like you're talking about, doing that observing and asking questions to find out, being the detective. That's cool. That's a cool way to compare second year to first year. First year is all about the development and learning theory of it. And second year is really implementing what you've learned, which is so cool.
Exactly.
Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
I love that. And so you talked about finding your job for this year, graduating, and how you worked in the field in the summer at that same program.
Right.
Did you find it hard to find the job?
No, not at all. I think, especially because before I started as an early childhood educator there, I actually sanitized toys as a job in high school at that same center. And then in high school, I did a co-op program.
Yes.
And I went to that same center to do my co-op because I was really interested in to see what the field was all about and how the early childhood educators do their jobs, really. And so having that experience in different positions at that center, it really made me more comfortable at the center and helped me do my
Find your path.
Exactly, find my path that works best for me.
There's so many opportunities for you to experience it before you even went in.
Exactly.
We talk about that a lot when we talk to high school students about this as an option for a career. We talk to them like, get out there, go to a center, ask if you can volunteer, or even if there's a paid position for cleaning and those things, to really understand what it's about and get that experience before. I love that that's how you did it.
Yeah.
What a cool way to get into it.
Yeah, it was really nice to see the different ways.
I love that. Well, I so appreciate you coming in, Hannah, and chatting with us. Can you tell us what most excites you each day with the children?
I would say watching the children do such small tasks, but getting so excited because something so small to us is huge to them, and it really grows their confidence as well. And it's just so nice to see how whenever they're doing something, they are working it out in their head, and then they use this same experience for a different experience, and their knowledge from the first experience went to the second experience. It's just really exciting to see it all work out.
I love that. You are going to be a fabulous educator. I can't wait to see you fulfill this passion and go into this career. Thank you so much.
Thank you.